Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Metroid. And last time we ventured further into Maridia, fought Dragoon, and unintentionally killed it the cheap way. And now we are going to move on and hopefully finish up Maridia in this part. Well, we might if I stop yapping and get to it. So, in the last part I got into this room and I grappled the block, made it disappear, and then I space jumped into here. As far as I know, the only way to get into here is to use the space jump. I don't think you can do any fancy wall jumps or bomb jumps or anything, so you have to have the space jump to get into here. So you can make the block disappear, but you can't jump up into the hole. And as far as I know, that crumbling block never respawns like they would normally do. So you can kind of use... fuck you, menus. But you can kind of use... you can kind of waste your time if you want. You don't have to worry about rushing to get up into that hole before the crumbling block respawns, because it doesn't. That's what I was trying to get to, but fortunately I sucked. So anyway, okay, can I... Okay. I was about to say I don't want to fall back down there because that would screw things up. Alright, so we get into this room, and then there's this thing here called a shack tool, and I kind of already messed up the room. Make sure when you first come in here that you immediately lay down a power bomb, or else you might have to wait a couple minutes for this guy to get back onto the starting position. But this is a shack tool. Not much is known about it. People think that it might have been something that the space pirates used to kind of get through Maridia. People think that maybe it was covered with the sandy stuff that we can't get through in any way. Power bombs don't hurt it. Our beam doesn't go through it. You know, we don't know how to get through it. But the shack tool can destroy it. So that again, people think that the space pirates use this thing to get through Maridia. But what you have to do is follow the shack tool through this room as it destroys this brown stuff. And you can't get through it any other way. So just be patient and follow it. This shack tool isn't completely invincible. If you shoot its arms, it dies. But I don't know why you would want to do that. I mean, it's peaceful. It's just there, and it even clears the way for you. So then we get into here and we have this series of tunnels. We get over here and then we get the spring ball, or the ball jump. I said the ball jump. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just hungry. I was craving a chip. Ugh. And that makes me actually pretty hypocritical because I hate hearing people chew stuff in their videos. It's like, it's disgusting. I think drinking things is a whole nother thing because you don't make very many noises when you swallow something, so it's not that bad, but you make all kinds of nasty noises when you're chewing and swallowing something. Okay, so with the spring ball we can jump around. Nothing too incredibly exciting. Basically though, if you didn't get that one expansion back in Brinstar where the Edecoons were that show you how to wall jump, if you didn't get that one where you have to hurry up and curl into a ball and get into that tunnel, I suggest you go back there and get it now. Well, not now, but whenever you can after you get done with Maridia. And you can get it really easily with a ball jump, because you just jump towards the hole. And everything works out. Okay, stupid things. Stupid, what are these things called? No. I forget the name of those. Anyway. So we got the spring ball. Now we need to go get the plasma beam, which is basically We fell down into this room from the room that had the power bomb expansion, and we went to the right. Now if we go to the left, we will get to the plasma beam. So these things right here that were just floating down there are EVARs. EVARs, or EVAR, I don't know. Basically, people think that they are either related to Dragoon or they're like babies. But the ones that were actually in the room with Dragoon were green. So that brings up a little bit of speculation to that theory. I mean, not speculation, but you know what I mean. Okay, so how do we get back to the plasma beam? Okay, we're getting ready to go into a room that's a one-way only room, so we don't want to go that way. We'll go back through the EVAR room. And this room used to always tick me off as a kid because these like sand falls, when you go into them, they like, you know, they push you down. So if you're just doing a regular space jump or just a regular jump, you might get a little annoyed because you can't like really do anything. Well, you can, but you'll most likely just get pushed into the sand. It's not good. Okay, I think we want to go through here. Oh yeah, this tunnel. And this is a really weird tunnel. I don't know how to describe it. You see it in the background of some rooms, and it's just weird. It's pretty trippy. It kind of looks like if you took two bottles, like two 2-liter bottles, taped them together, and you were like trying to make a tornado or something. Whatever we used to do in elementary school. But it looks like if you tried to do that, only you used like a big long tube in between the two bottles for some reason. That's what I always pictured when I saw that room. Okay, so this room right here is now blinking, meaning that we can now go into it. And there are a couple rooms that will actually do that after you defeat Dragoon. Oh, wait, and I just remembered too, and I said this, I think in the last video, you actually don't need to defeat Dragoon to get the map. So, but I just never showed it because I didn't go past there. But I'll show you it. Excuse me, here in a little bit, and you'll see where that map room is. All right, so here are a bunch of these little goopy guys. I forget the name of them. We just saw them. It was the thing that kind of floated down to the floor, and I was like, whoa. Alright, I think that was in the last part. But as you saw, it took us a couple seconds to kill those. And we got a bunch of pink space pirates. They're invincible. We need to kill them to get out the door, so we come down to here, and we get the plasma beam, which is a final beam upgrade in this game. And one quick thing about the plasma beam, you cannot have it equipped with the spacer beam for some reason. So our beam coverage is strictly limited. But and now we can destroy these pink space pirates, and our beam is actually doubled in damage from what it was with just the spacer, ice, and wave beam combination. So now our beam will do 600 damage instead of just 300. So the plasma beam is definitely a really great weapon to have. Unfortunately though, sound like I said fortunately, you get it so late in the game that you don't really see a big difference. I mean, you would if you just played through the rest of the game without it. So now these things, we can just shoot completely through them instead of having to shoot, you know, multiple times. And that's one thing with the plasma beam, it actually goes through enemies. You know, the wave beam makes it go through walls, but now it can also go through enemies, which it never did before. So it's the plasma beam for you. Okay, now we need to get more expansions. Oh, and there's actually only two more. Only two more. And they are very easy to get. So I say that we should just get right on that. Okay, let's go back to the room that is... Now see, even with the plasma beam, you still can't kill these ouches. But now that we have the plasma beam and the spring ball, basically now we are almost fully equipped. There's just one more upgrade that we're going to get later, and it is the screw attack. That's not spoiling much since we've already gotten the screw attack in both of the previous Metroid games. So, no skin off my bones by telling you that. But we get that in the next area. And then we'll have every item in the game. And then just a little bit after that, we'll have all the expansions. So, oh, and now we can actually kill these E-Bears. Before, you could just freeze them, and then you would have to hit them with missiles or something. But now, we can kill them with our beam. And you'll find that if we go back to previous areas, we can now kill a lot of enemies that we previously couldn't just kill with our beam. So, alright, I'm trying to think of how in the world we are supposed to get back up to the room that is basically the big room. Let's see, how would we... Let's look at the map, shall we? Oh yeah, I know how we'll do it. And I was just there, and I just kind of screwed myself out of about 2 or 3 minutes. I don't think that I'm going to be getting the perfect ending, or the perfect time ending, for this Let's Play. I know on both the other ones I completed the game quick enough to get the best endings, but I don't think I'm going to do it for this one. But that's because, you know, this game is longer, and they only give you 3 hours to get the best ending, and I was trying to go for 100%, and I was trying to explain all the enemies, so I wasted some time doing all that, but it was time well spent, I say. And I passed that room again, Jesus criminy. Okay, let's try this again. Only let's stop at the room that has, like, the transport in it. Jeez, I hate this freaking sand crap. Oh, stupid E-Bears. And the thing is, they shoot you from underneath the sand, which is weird. But anyway. So let's power bomb. And then we will come up here. So the thing in this game is that there's like an equal amount of power bombs and super missiles. And what I don't get is why in the world they would give you so many power bombs. I mean, you actually don't even use, like, well, this is just me. I only use power bombs if I need to destroy power bomb blocks, or a yellow door, or, something else that I can only destroy with the power bomb. Or that makes it a little easier to destroy with the power bomb. So I don't know why in the world they would give you 50 of those, which is how many there are in the game. There's 50 super missiles, 50 power bombs, and 50 and 230 normal missiles. Jeez. Which is not the most missiles that you see in any Metroid game, because there's 255 in the original Metroid. And I think that's even the same for the second Metroid. I forget how many missiles there were in that one. I think it might have been 250 or 255. But this game just gives you like the odd number of 230. So, you know, like, I wonder if maybe they just decided to do that because they thought that 255 would be too much for the final... Because we will kill... basically, we'll kill the final boss with just our missiles. But maybe they thought that 230 would just be too much. Or, I mean, 255 would just be too much. Or maybe since they added power bombs and super missiles to this game, that they wanted to spread out the collectibles evenly. You know, that is just what I think. I may be wrong, but I will never know, because I will never directly speak to... Well, most likely, I will never directly speak to any of the developers of this game. So, although that would be really awesome, because I have a lot of questions. And I would ask for like a legit, like real copy of this game, because that's just how nerdy I mean, not, you know what I mean by legit real copy. I mean like one that's actually like still brand new. Although I highly doubt that you would be able to find something like that unless you paid like $100. Anyway, so now now what we need to do is, instead of, well, let's see if we can get through the ground over here. Okay, apparently not. So back down here, we went through the right side last time, so now let's go through the left. Not the right sand pit, but the left sand pit. And then this will take us down to another one of those areas with some expansions. Okay. Those chips are orgasmic. Well, not really orgasmic, but they are pretty darn good. They're like these wheat thins that are like vegetable flavored. Yeah, I don't really eat a lot of potato chips. Man, I must be a weird person, because I don't drink a lot of pop, and I don't eat a lot of chips. And yet, basically, that's what most teenagers thrive on, is pop and potato chips. But not me, because I'm at least somewhat caring about my body and what I eat. But oh well. Okay, so here's the last reserve tank. Not that we really were in a very big need of reserve tanks. And then here is another missile tank. So, good to go. And that is all of the expansions in Maridia. So now all we need to do is get out of here. And how we are going to do that is beyond me. No, actually, I think I do have a path planned out. Or I can just think of one real quickly. Whatever happens first, I guess. Okay, can I go ahead and fall through the sand? Okay, I hate this. Okay, right here. Going down. Do 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 do. Whoops. Oh. Okay, I guess that's what I get for not paying attention. I get hit by EVARs a lot. Okay, well, if we come over to here, I was thinking that this would lead to a dead end, but it really doesn't. But if we come down here and go through the floor, come to this area, and through this door right here is the map station. So once you see where this don't need another chip because I'm out of drink and I don't want my mouth to become clammy. But here in a second you'll see what this is relative to everything else, this map room, so you can come back to it. So I guess I explored like most of the rooms in Maridia. There's still a lot that I didn't even bother to go through, but anyway. So basically the map room is just through the room that we were going to, that we were using to get a shine spark so we could speed up to get the first missile expansion that we got in Maridia. If you don't remember that, go and watch a couple parts back. I think it was part 12. Anyway, so now, as you can hear, the music changed back to Redburn Star music, so that is where we are. And this just connects to the room that is right beside the tube room. So, well, we got out of Maridia, which was my goal for this part, so that is good. So next time on Let's Play Super Metroid, we will move on, get some expansions, fart. Oh god, I really hope that you could hear that. That was nice. And and we will move on to the last area. I will see you guys next time. Bye.